If you want to attract better clients into your martial arts school, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it by the end of this video, so watch till the end. My name is King David MMA. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and a pro MMA champion, but more importantly for you, I help my subscribers and my clients grow their martial arts school in a way that's simple and predictable so that you can print cash, get more profits, and enjoy the lifestyle business that you intended when you got started. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and bang that bell so you get notifications. Anyway, when I first started out doing marketing, I was all over the place. I was doing web design, graphic design, online marketing. If you had money, I was taking it, right? I would sell whatever people were buying at that time, right? And that led to a lot of crazy situations with a lot of crazy clients. And I realized not all clients are created equal. And maybe you feel the same way in your martial arts school. You want to attract more people, but when you open the doors up a little bit wider, then you get a lot of people who might not be exactly in alignment with what you're looking for in terms of students. But how do you get more students without attracting more of the students you don't want, right? How do you only attract the students that you do want? And one thing I learned when I was first starting out is that when I was casting a really wide net, I was getting a really wide variety of people. And I wanted to attract people that were in line with my philosophy, which is much more numbers based, which is how do we get more quality leads? How do we turn those leads into sales? How do we take those sales into upsells that happily stay, pay, and refer? And I was fortunate enough to be able to learn from a man who had done $50 million in sales at that point. And what he told me was super simple, and I know it's gonna help you in your martial arts school today. He said, oftentimes, your brand isn't only about who you are and what you want to attract, it's about what you're not and who you're not and who you don't want to attract. So one of the easiest things you can do is start to get in alignment with who you are as a martial artist and who your gym is for. And what I mean by that is there's a difference between competitors and civilians, between a super chill gym that just everybody trains with each other at the gym for a sense of community and friendship versus a competition team. And these two things don't have to be completely mutually exclusive, but what I find works best is two paths for students. One path for civilians who want the camaraderie and the social aspect, and another path for competitors who want gold medals and world titles. And in your advertising, you can allow these people to self-select who they are by running different ads. So as an example, I don't want to work with just anybody who owns a gym. I prefer to only work with martial arts studio owners who've got at least 50 students, preferably 100, and have above a 4-star review rating on Yelp and Google, because I don't want to waste my time with someone that's not trying. So the way that I would advertise to that specific person who owns a gym, who's doing decent, who believes that they can do more, who wants to go by the numbers, and who believes that it's time to make a decision, they're ready, and they know that by not making a decision, that's a decision to stay the same and actually get worse. That type of client is much different than if I was like, hey, if you ever thought about opening a gym, hop on the phone with me. I don't want to take those calls. I only want to take calls with the people that are perfect for me. And it might be the same thing in your martial arts school. So here's exactly how you would do that. So the ad that goes to a mom who wants her kids to have more confidence and self-esteem is very different than the ad you would send to a 21-year-old male who wants to be a competitive fighter. Those are completely different ads. And oftentimes, those are completely different coaches. So let's say you prefer to only work with the competitive students. Well, that's how you're going to set your gym up. You're going to make it so that it's a competitive gym. You, as the head coach, are focused on the competition team. And all the ads that go to the kids bring parents in and take them into a kids funnel where those kids can work with the kids coaches, that you never have to teach those classes because you've got people who love kids and have the patience for that teaching those classes. Does that make sense? So if you want to flesh this out right now, write out your class list. Maybe you've got Muay Thai kickboxing. Maybe you've got Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Maybe you've got kids class. Maybe you have a women's only class. Maybe you have gi or no gi inside of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And what are the people who are perfect for that exact class? So for instance, for the competition team class, you're not going to run the same ad that you would run to hey, beginner, are you curious about self-defense and getting in shape? Come try our fun, family-oriented fitness classes for cardio kickboxing. That's a different ad. So now that you've got everybody listed out based on the person that would be perfect for each one of your classes, you can then start to identify who is the cross section between who's the perfect person and who can pay the membership. And then we focus on them with the majority of our ads. So for instance, let's say your competition team is more of a labor of love. You love training athletes, but you know that sometimes the best guys don't have the most finances because they're in the gym all day. Okay, great. Well, maybe that guy can assistant coach for you in the advanced class, but in exchange for that, he gets a reduced rate on his membership. That way, you still get to work with the people you want. You're able to work with him because you're not worried about the money that he's bringing in because you have this huge kids program and this huge cardio kickboxing program over here. Does that make sense? So you're using the business part to fuel the passion side. That way you get the best of both worlds. And if anyone wants to switch tracks and someone wants to say, hey man, I want to take a step back from competition and I want to just cruise with the casuals, well, that's cool, man. They can go on that path. And somebody who's like, hey man, I thought I just wanted to hang out with the casuals, but I think I'd like to start doing competitions. They can start to go into the advanced classes, the competition team, etc. But these two paths don't need to mingle. And in terms of people who don't mingle well with each other, is people who happily pay, stay, and refer, and freebie seekers / tire kickers. Those two people don't really cross, right? So the same person that will respond to a free trial ad and come in and try and, what, $100 a month? That's crazy, right? That same person is somebody who you probably don't want in your gym. But you might be currently allowing them to come to your gym because you don't have enough of the other type of person, which is the person that will buy a paid trial, come in, and then buy a $249 membership. Does that make sense? So if someone's willing to buy a trial and a $249 membership and you have enough of them, then why would you ever start advertising free trials and get people in that want to negotiate on price? It doesn't make sense. So the more you can get in alignment with who you are as a martial artist and what type of martial arts facility you want to build for your students so you can help more people through martial arts and at the same time run a profitable business so you can take care of your family, well then the better it's going to be for everybody because you're going to attract the right students, you're going to have plenty of money, and you're going to be able to work with the people that you're passionate about helping the most. And when you start getting a whole bunch of people that know about your gym, and you want to start to automate some of the follow-up as easily as you can, well, I put a cheat sheet in the description of this video. You can download that cheat sheet. It's going to show you the softwares that we use to automate this process. And in one gym, it's brought in as much as $2 million in martial arts contracts in just 18 months because of the automations in the download that I put together for you. So go ahead and tap that. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, obviously I can't work with everybody. I only like people who are logical, who know they got to make a decision, who are ready to go and want to do more in their martial arts school. So go ahead and tap that link. And then on the thank you page, you'll be able to book a call with me one-on-one if and only if you think we'd be a good fit to work together. And if you want to see the easiest way to print money in your martial arts studio literally today, I put together a video for you with a live demo so you can see the software in action. Go ahead and tap right here. Check out this software. It's going to blow your mind and it's going to make sure you never lose a sale again. It's super powerful. Tap here. Let's go.